play. Africa Acts organizes Africa's largest tech competition, NigerActs.com, a virtual hackathon, and supports hackathons like BothoHacks.org across Africa. As you know, we're here. You've probably met Uchi as he has led a couple of these workshops for us. We're very excited to be for him to be working us through the process today. The drill is usually we get to introduce ourselves, introduce the two organizations to you. We'll make sure that is quick today. So I will start by introducing STEM Up Foundation to you, and somebody from the Africa Hacks side will do the same for Africa Hacks. So I don't plan to share slides to make this quick. STEM Up Foundation is a Canadian non-for-profit, and we really specifically focus on Ontario, Canada as our location. What we do is really sharing free, hands-on, minds-on STEM outreach programs with minority youths in our community. We also offer a one-to-one mentoring program for young professionals or students who need guidance in terms of what skills they need to be competitive in the job market. Lastly, we have a STEM skill program. This is one of the opportunities, this tech masterclass. And we have another one for younger people from age 10 to 19. If you're interested in any of our programs, maybe you want to volunteer, you want to help contribute to our community, or you have a community or a community center that we can serve, please follow us on social media or write to us at info@stemhubfoundation.com, or you can personally come to me. Again, my name is Dr. Adiola Olubamiji, and I'll be one of the co-hosts and facilitators for you today. Uchi?
Yeah, so Christine is going to present Africa Hacks, please.
Hi everyone, I hope you can hear me today. Hello, yes, hi everyone. So my name is Christine Dikonge, and I will quickly present you Africa Hacks. We've been doing a lot of different activity in the past days, and I just want to quickly go through them. So I'm the co-founder at Africa Hacks, and what we do at Africa Hacks, as you may know, is that Africa is, it means big challenges, it means big opportunity. As a large youth population with high potential, it's an opportunity for fast job creation and organizing tech conferences. As you know, Uchi has gone to several hackathons from Harvard, Princeton, Stanford, and other, and he really wanted to bring that same experiences to Africa. So that's how in 2018 he started Niger Hacks, which became the largest hackathon in Nigeria, and he wanted to expand beyond the Nigerian border. So he brought me on board to co-found Africa Hacks, and now we're reaching now over 10 different countries across Africa. We want to accelerate Africa's technological creativity so that any African youth can use technology to make their lives, that of the family and the world better. So that's kind of like the upcoming hackathon that we are creating. It's a bilingual hackathon. So that's why you're seeing it's in French here. So basically the idea is North America and Africa are meeting in the cloud for the first time. So we're inviting people, people from African descent and allied to our group from America and Africa to join us in the biggest innovation competition in the world. So we'll be exploring technology, Industry 4.0, and so much more. It's a movement of maker, and Niger Hacks is also coming. So Niger Hacks will be held in October and Africa Hacks will be held in December. This is one of our upcoming initiative, and we just went at the President Obama Signal conference. Signal is one of our biggest partner, and through this hackathon, you're really able to tap in events. So we brought over 200 of our past participants into the Signal conference with President Obama 2 days ago. And if you want to have more information about Africa Hacks, please feel free to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, under Africa_Hacks. Thank you very much. Merci. Back to you, Uchi.
Thank you, Christine, for that presentation. And Uchi, you may now get started.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Kristen. Thanks, Dr. Ade, for the intro. So I'm going to get right into it. And my goal for today is for all of you to have a website. So I'll share my screen so we get started. Can everyone see my screen?
I can see it.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to be building a website from scratch without code. So my goal, like I mentioned, is by the end of 1 hour and 15 minutes, you should have a website running and you should be able to visit the link and actually make some changes to the website after this. And also, if you want to like get a custom domain, I would also share some instruction on how to customize your website. So you have like your first name, last name.com or your business name.com. So let's jump right into it. Again, you are going to be able to have a website by the end of it. And we all know that website design, it's the production and maintenance of websites. So the changes that go into really building a website for yourself. I know that some people on the call are researchers. Some of us have businesses and we want to like really have a website for our business, or want to have a website to host and showcase our research, or like maybe we're looking for a job, we're designers or we're people in tech and we want a portfolio where we really show the work that we want to do. And then for others, maybe where we want to start a blog to kind of document our thoughts and then have people read our blogs. So if you're any of these kind of persons, this session is for you, because by the end of it, you're going to get your website, you're going to get your portfolio website, you're going to get your blog and all of those good stuff. And if you want to leave a comment with what you want to take out of this session, that would be great. And I'll try to like make changes and tailor this session so that it's beneficial to everyone. So this is what you're going to have at the end of it. It's a website with the ability to showcase multiple projects that you've worked on. And it's going to have like an intro and then a subheading that kind of explains a little bit about you. You'll be able to like start a blog in this journal session, and then people will be able to contact you in that say hi session. So basically this is how the blog is going to look. And then this is how the contact page is going to look. And at the end of this also, you have the option to customize this. You can change the color, you can add your own logo. So this is a static logo, or if you have a logo and you want to add it there, you'll be able to add it too at the end of this. So yeah, at the end of this, I want us all to be really excited and happy to have a website that we can call ours, that we can share with friends, that we can be excited about. And I'm really excited to like get right into this and give you all the resources that you need to be successful online. Okay, so again, what you get, it's gonna be a project, portfolio, or research page. You have a blog and a content management system where you update your website and you're able to add new blog posts. You would also get free hosting. So the first step that we want to do is we want to create a new GitHub account. So this is going to be really hands-on. So if you're not on your laptop, I think it would be great to get a device that you can use to follow along, because I won't be doing too much of talking. I'm mostly going to be really walking you through the process of getting your website set up. So the first thing is go to github.com. And if you don't already have an account, it's you create an account. So I would do the same thing on my side. So I'm just going to minimize this and I'll go to github.com. Can you still see my screen?
I see mine full.
Okay, so you still see my screen. Okay, so you want to go to github.com. So github.com. And for most of you, you might not see something like this, but if you have a different stuff, you click on like the right side and it will tell you to sign up or sign in. So create an account, verify your email, and then you get back to this page after you're logged in. So let's do that, because GitHub will be where we're going to host our code. And that's where we'll host all of the website content and all of the, it'll serve also as our CMS, our content management system. So let's create an account. I'm just going to go back to the comments and Q&A to see like if people have questions. Okay, so I see Kayode, you've been able to successfully create a GitHub account. Who else has been able to create an account? Okay, Martini, you have your account created. So let's get at least 10 people that have been able to create an account on GitHub. I'm going to go back to the slides and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so we all have a GitHub account. The next thing we want to do is we want to get started with the website. So let's go to forestry.io. So I added it to the comment section. So let's go to that page and I would share my screen. So this is what you should see. Can people see this page I'm looking at? So forestry.io, on that page, click on select a starter template. So let's click on that. And once we've clicked on that, the next step will be, we want to pick a template for our website. So you can pick any of these ones, but I recommend you pick the portfolio template because that's what I'll be using to show you how to make changes. So let's click on the portfolio template and then click on grid sum. So when we do that, it's going to ask us to sign in. Can I see some comments in the comment section if anybody's on this page, just so we don't lose people? So let me know if you've gotten to this page. Again, the goal of this session is for us to have a website running in 1 hour time. So anyone, anywhere in the world can visit the link and actually see the content of your website. You would also be able to customize your domain name and change it to whatever you like. And I would give you some like guide on how to buy a domain name if you want to host it in like a custom domain like yourname.com or your businessname.com. So that's what we want to do. So again, I'm going to go back to the first page because it looks like we've lost some people. So the first step is go to forestry.io. Christine added it in the comment section. So forestry.io, go there. I shared it again. And then after you get to that page, click on select a starter template. Once you've done that, you could ideally select any of these, but I recommend you select this on starred portfolio. So that's the third option. When you click on that, click on grid sum. And then it's going to ask you to log in. So it provides two options, GitHub and GitLab. Recall that you already created a GitHub account. Everyone already created a GitHub account. So you want to click on GitHub and you would have a confirmation page. So for me, I already activated GitHub, right? So it just signs me in. But for some of you, you might have a confirmation page. All you have to do on that page is to click authorize. Once you've done that, it will take you back here. So you can rename this to like your name. For me, I'm going to rename it to Uchi. So because it's my website I'm building. So once you've done that, you click on import site to Forestry. Can I see some comments in the comment section if you've been able to do this, please? Just so we don't lose people. So if you are on this page, please let me know. Okay, so let's click on import site, and then it's going to import all of the content of your site. So it's setting up like your code and all of that. So once it's done, it's going to say setting up your site. Okay, so it's doing the setup for you. Okay, for those that I see a couple of people are kind of lost. So I'll just go back a little bit. So it's forestry.io. Go to forestry.io, click on select a starter template, then click on this, the third option, which is the on start portfolio. Click on that and click on grid sum. And once you've done that, you click on GitHub, you sign in. And once you've signed in, you change the name to whatever you want, and then click import. Okay, so you get to this point. This is your content management system. Now your website is actually set up. All you need to do is to customize it to your taste. You can change the color, you can add new blog posts, and you can do like everything that you want to do. But let's jump back to the slide and see the next step. So we already did all of this. Let's go to the next slide. The next slide is for us to create a domain name for our website. So we're going to go to app.netlify.com. So we want to set up hosting for our site. So it's app.netlify.com. I added it to the comment section. Let's go there. So this is the point where we really like have our website online, and then we can log in to make some changes, customize the color, add some new blog posts and things like that. So once you're here, it might ask you to sign in. And I think for you, so Blessing, you said Forestry is asking what kind of site you want to build. So you shouldn't ask that. If you go back to like the Forestry site, click on use a template instead of, yeah, so you want to click use a template. So moving on, go to app.netlify.com. Can I see? Yeah.
Can I just interrupt for a second? If you were thankful to the 98 of you who are on the program with us today, if you're listening in and enjoying this program, or you have participated before in any of our webinars, we would like you to give us a shout out. Give us shout outs on Instagram, on Twitter. We want to hear from you. Take a picture of what you're developing, post it, tag Africa Acts and STEM Hub. And I will drop the links for you to be able to tag us in the comment section. This is what we ask from you. No charge whatsoever, but we want to know how you're enjoying the program. We want to get feedback from you from your handle so we can retweet that and understand what's going on. Please help us do that. I know this is like breaking into your session, but we want to make sure we're capturing the voice of the audience, not only through surveys, but what you say online matters to us. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Adi. I think that's amazing. So please let's do that. Tweet about the session. You can take screenshots about what we're doing. Tag STEM Hub Foundation and also tag Africa Acts. Okay, so app.netlify.com. So app.netlify.com. I'm sure everyone is here. Can I get like some comments in the comment section if any of you are on this page? So if any, okay, so I see a couple of people are on the page already. Okay, some of you are following. Just for the sake of those that are not following, I'm going to take one moment and go back to this, if that's okay. So just give us one moment. So again, it's the first step is go to Forestry, forestry.io. I'll go back to the slides. And this will be the last time I'm going through it. So you want to go to forestry.io. On forestry.io, don't click on import your site now. Click on select a starter template. Let's click on that. And then there are a couple of templates available here. You click on the third option, the portfolio option here. So click on that and then click on grid some. Once you've done that, it's going to ask you to sign in with GitHub. So just change the name to whatever you want to change the name to. And then click on import site to Forestry. And then it's going to start loading. It will set up your site for you. And when it's done, it would load your content management system so you can change the content of your site. Okay, so when you're on this page, the next step or the next thing you want to do is you set up hosting for your site. And to do that, you would go to app.netlify.com. So let's do that. So app.netlify.com. You might be asked to log in on this page. So you can log in with your GitHub username. So once you've done that, you click on new site from Git. Remember that in Forestry, we've already set up our website on GitHub, right? So we want to import that site from GitHub to Netlify so we can host it on Netlify. So click on new site from Git. When you do that, it's going to ask you for like what account you want to use. There are three options here. We set up GitHub, so we're going to click on GitHub. So click on GitHub. Let's click on GitHub. Once you've done that, the next thing you want to do is select the Git repo that you, oh, it's too fast. Okay, sorry, I'll start again. Okay, so starting from this page, app.netlify.com, you need to sign in with your GitHub account. If you're not signed in yet, please sign in. And for most of you, you would see like an empty screen. I already have some test sites set up. So that's why I have all of this stuff here. Let me know in the comment section if I can go on, please. If anyone is following me at all, just raise your hands or let me know in the comment section. Okay, so I see a lot of people following. Awesome. So the next thing we want to do is click on new site from Git. So let's click on it. It's on the top right of the screen. So new site from Git. Let's click on that. So click on that, and then it's going to tell you, give you three options: GitHub, GitLab, or Bitbucket. Recall that we set up GitHub, right? So let's click on GitHub. So click on GitHub, and then it's going to tell you that you're authorized. So for most of you, you would have just the one option that you selected, that you created. But if you don't have it, you can search for the name that you use. So for me, I use Uchi. So I'll search for Uchi. And then it should give me options. I have a lot here, right? So I have a lot here, so I have to scroll down to find it. So this was what I created. My website's name was Uchi, right? So you select the website that you created. Can I get like some comments just to confirm that we are all on this page? Or raise your hands. Awesome. Okay, so let's go to Google and check. Let's go to Google together and Google stuff. So I'll Google forestry. Forestry, Netlify, deploy. So we want to see how we can deploy our website on Netlify. So I'll click on that option there, and see it tells me like exactly what I should do, right? It tells me exactly what I should do, but this doesn't really give me the answer I'm looking for. So I'll go back to try to find the right answer. Okay, so I know that in this place I need to enter this. And then here I need to enter, I'll go back for a bit. So you type this on the publish directory. And I think here, just to be sure, I'll go to one of my old sites. Site settings. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna enter that in the comment. And let's start all over again. So starting from app.netlify.com, right? Just like we did before. So I'm refreshing my page now. So go to app.netlify.com. So when you go to app.netlify.com, you would have this, and then you click new site from Git like we did before, right? Click new site from Git and then click GitHub. So let's click on GitHub and then log in. And just like we did before, we're going to search for the website name that we created. So in my case, mine was Uchi, right? So it's going to take some time to load because I have so many stuff. It's taking very long. So select the name of the website. When you've done that, you enter the command. So it should be great some build, and then on here you enter this. Can I confirm that there are people that have gotten to this point? If you are on this point, please let me know in the comments or raise your hands. Okay, so I see a couple of hands raised. Please add a comment or let me know. Okay, so once you've entered this grid sum build, type this there and then click deploy site. So that's the first command, and this is the second one. So how we got to this place was from app.netlify.com. we selected site from Git on the top right of the screen. When we select that, we select github.com. And once we've done that, we select the website that we just launched. So it should be your name. And then once we're on this page, the first command would be grid sum build. The second command is dist. Once you've done that, you click on deploy site. So it's going to take a while for your site to be deployed. So your site is deploying now. So just give it some time.
Isn't this really cool? I'm feeling like a guru in just 34 minutes. Thank you.
You're welcome. So add your comments, please, if you're following along and if you have your site building, add it in the comment section or raise your hands. Okay, let's give it some time. It's going to build, and then we should be able to see our websites in a bit. I'll just refresh and see if mine is done. Okay, so it's still building. Let's just give it some time. So actually, while it's building, you can click on site settings. So it's on the left, top left. Okay, mine is done building, but let's click on site settings. So let's click on site settings there. I'm gonna go back to this slide for a bit. So we're done with deployment. The next thing we wanna do is to visit our site. So going back to my site dashboard, I'll go back here, right? This is what you see after you've deployed the site, right? This is the site overview. So what you want to do next is to go to your site settings. Once you've done that, you can change your site name. So under site detail, click on change site name. So click on change site name. And for me, I will just have it as Uchi. I think maybe that name is taken already. But it looks like it's not taken, right? So you can change your site name to whatever you want. It could just be like your first name dash last name if you want. Or for me, I'm going to leave it as Uchi. So once you've done that, your site is going to be deployed at the name that you selected, .netlify.app. So let's click on that link. And when you click on that link, the site will be open. So this is what you should have as your site. Can I get comments or a hands up if you've been able to get to this page? Can you click on? Yeah, let me know in the comments or raise your hands if you have your website and you can see this. So again, how we got to this place is after you deploy, you would see your site overview, right? You have your site overview here. The next thing you want to do is to click on site settings. When you click on site settings, under your site details, you can change the name of your site. For me, I have Uchi as the name of my site. It can be your first name or last name or whatever you want, or your business name, right? When you have that, the next thing you want to do, and once it's saved, is click on it there. So it's going to be the name that you selected, .netlify.app. Notice that you still have it on netlify.app. You don't have a custom domain yet. We're going to talk about how to set up your custom domain. in a bit. But for now, let's go to our site. Let's visit our site. And I want to get some like feedback from everyone. If you have your site ready, just like raise your hands again or add a comment, please. So let me see more hands up, please, just to confirm that we're on the right track. Comments or more hands raised? Okay, amazing. So the next thing we want to do is we want to manage our site, right? So there's no need having a site if you cannot customize it. So let's see how we do that. I'll go back to the slides. So we want to enable admin login, right? So how we do that is we go back to app.netlify.com, right? Where we were before. Sorry, one moment. So app.netlify.com, or you can just switch your tabs. And then you go to your site details like this. Okay. So what we want to do is click on site settings. When you click on site settings, you can click on, let's see. So I'm just gonna try to find this. Sorry. Oh, I have it in the doc. So go to site setting, registration, external apps. Okay, so let me go back to the new site that we built. So that was this Uchi site, right? And then go to your site settings, and there should be an option that says registration. I'm trying to find this. Sorry, one moment. So you see, I don't know where everything is, so I have to kind of find it most of the time. So well, let's just try this. So you have your website here, right? So you have the name that you picked, .netlify.app. What you want to do is click on admin that way. So for me, it's going to be something like this. But for you, it will be the site name. So when you're viewing the site, right, all you have to do is to add /admin at the end of it. So click on that. Okay, so click on, let's go back to the admin. It looks like people are lost. So starting in the site overview, click on the site domain, which is like what we described before, your site name .netlify.app. So let's do that. Can I confirm that we have some people that have done this? Just raise your hand to add some comments, please. So add a comment or raise your hands, just so I'll know we're on the right track. Okay, still waiting to get some confirmation. Okay, so we have that. So the next thing you want to do, you click on /admin. You type /admin at the end of your domain. So type /admin on the end of your site and then click enter. So it should take you to the admin page, right? You would see it asking you for an email and a password. But let's not do that. We already have a GitHub set up, right? So since you are the admin that set up this site, you want to also log in with your GitHub account. So we're going to click on that, the GitHub option. When you click on that, it should sign you in. Can I get some confirmation that people have been able to get to the admin? So raise your hands, please. Raise your hands or add a comment if you're in the admin page. Okay, so we have lots of people already in the admin page. Okay, awesome. So we're going to do two things. The first thing is to customize how our site looks. That's the content of the site, right? So what I want to do is go to theme config. It should be on the left here. So you want to configure your theme. So click on that and notice that it has some information, right? It has a site name. So in my case, I'm just going to change it to my name. And then for the site description, change it to like whatever you want. It could be Uchi is an engineer. And then for the title, this hero title here is what you see. Is what you see at this point, right? So this is the hero title. So currently it says simplicity, aesthetics, and value, right? So you change that to welcome to Uchi's website. Thanks for stopping by. So let's do that. Can I get some confirmation if people have been able to do this? Just like raise your hands or add some comments. I'm still waiting for some confirmation so we can move on. Okay, so I see some people have been able to do it. Just more comments or confirmations, please. That would be great. Awesome. So, and then we want to change the hero subtitle. So switching back to the site, the hero subtitle is this stuff here, right? So you can change that to whatever you want. For now, I'll just say, hi, looking to please check out my work below and let me know if you have Okay, just to confirm, are there people that have been able to do this? Please, just maybe raise your hands again. Just want to be sure that I'm not losing too many people. So if you're lost, add a comment, please. Can you add a comment if you're lost? So raise your hands or add a comment in the comment section if you're lost. Okay, so we see a couple of people are lost. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go back to the Netlify admin. So after you've been able to deploy your site, right? So I guess everyone has gotten to this point. Is there anyone that hasn't gotten to this point yet where you successfully deployed your site? I know some of you are far ahead, but this is where we're going to start. We can go back to Forestry. You can always like ask questions in like our Twitter, and then we share the link to the live stream with you. So just try to follow along with this session, and then you rewatch the previous sessions later. But for now, starting on this admin, if you've been able to deploy your site, what you want to do is to go to your site settings. In your site settings, you want to change your site details, right? So you click on change site name, and then I'm going to change mine now to Uchi/Uchibeke, and then I'll save it. So now my site name is changed. Can I get some confirmation if you've been able to do this, please? So raise your hands or add a comment. Okay, so I see that a lot of people have been able to do that. And then click on your site's like domain. So it's going to be my first name, last name, .netlify.app. I believe most people should be able to do this. Then click on it, please. And you navigate to it. So you see how your site looks, right? So this is how it's going to look. You have a picture there. You have some stuff. All of these are portfolio item or works that you've done. So the way this works is that if you are like a researcher, each of these items could be like a research project, and you can add like an image that showcases that. And when people all click on that, they will see like what you've written about that research, right? They will see the year you did the research, the category of that research project, and then some details. You can add as many information as you want in this detail page, right? And then this journal is your blog, post, right? So you can add as much stuff you want. So if I click on this, there are lots of things, blog items. So I'm going to show you how to make changes, how to add new blog posts, how to add new portfolio items. So if you're a photographer, for example, you can add photos here. So each of them can be like a project. If you're a designer, each of them can be like a design project that you did, right? So that's like why this is key, and that's why it's useful. Okay, so going back to how to manage the site, what you want to do is that on this page, change or update the URL of the website by adding admin on it. So add/admin to that URL. So your site name .netlify.app/admin, and then click enter. So I'd like just to get some confirmation, raise your hands if you're on this admin login page, please. Or if you're past this place, raise your hands, please, or like add a comment, just so I know that everyone is following. Okay, so let's get more hands up, please. More hands or more comments, just so we know we're on the right track. Amazing. So we want to sign in. Recall that we use the GitHub account. So you click on GitHub, and then once you click on GitHub, so you sign into your admin. Again, by show of hands, let's see if people have been able to get to this page. Awesome. So next thing we want to do is to make some changes to our site. The first thing we want to do is change the configuration. That's the landing page, the content of the landing page, and things like that. So I'm going to click on this option here is the third option on the left. It's called theme config. So that's the configuration of your site. So let's click on that, and I would like to get some confirmation again if people have been able to do that. Okay, so click on that, and it should open up this. Okay, so the site name is the name of your site. For me, it's Uchi Uchibeke, and then I added a site description, and then the hero image, right? The hero title. So let's just go back to our site just to see how this relates to the site itself. So open a new tab or a new window, and then click on that. This is the hero title, right? This is the subtitle. So we're going to change this and this. So switching back to the admin tab, I'm going to change my hero title to welcome to Uchi's website. Thanks for stopping by. And then my hero title, I also changed that. So please make changes to yours too. And then you would probably see 2019 here, but let's change it to 2020. So by show of hands, how many people have been able to make changes to their website? Okay. So we are going to save. So click on save on the top right. Okay, so mine is saved now. Let's switch back to the site, the preview of our website. So let's switch back to the preview and refresh. It might take a while for the new changes to be saved, but let's give it some time because the new changes are deploying. But let's just give it some time and switch back to the admin. So if you've saved your changes, I think you're good. The next thing we want to do is to change or add a new project. So to do that, so this project could be a research project. It could be like a portfolio item. It could be like a website that you worked on. It could be like a hardware project, something you did in school. It could be like a product that you're selling or a service that you offer, right? So if you have a business, it could be like a service that you offer, right? So that's a portfolio or something that you do. Or it could be anything. So let's click on the projects. So when we click on that, we want to add a new project, right? So click on create new, and then click on projects. Can I just get like some confirmation that people are following? So raise your hands or add a comment. So more confirmation, please. Just raise your hands or add comments. Okay, amazing. So what we want to do at this point is to add a new file. So going back to this, just switching back here to your website. Don't close this tab, leave it open. Switch back to your website, please. And then refresh it just to see. Notice that like all of the changes I made are saved now, right? So it says, welcome to Uchi's website. Thanks for stopping by. And then the subtitle, right? So all of this is saved. Let's now click on the first portfolio item, the banana. Let's click on that. Okay, so we're looking at a portfolio item. This could be a product, this could be a research that you did, this could be like a photo project, a class project or whatever, right? So looking at this, we want to create a new item like this, right? So we're going to switch back to the admin, and then we'll add a new image. So I would add a new image by clicking on upload. So there are multiple ways to do it. You can just drag and drop an image here, or you can click on this and then upload a new one. So in my case, I'm going to upload a new image. So you can pick any image from your laptop or from your phone. So I have uploaded a new image. I'm going to add a title. Start by Africa, because it's a project I worked on. And then for the category, I'm going to add website. Africa design. So you can add as many categories as possible. Can I get some confirmation that there are people following, please, if I move on? So you can add some comments or raise your hands. Awesome. So next thing we want to do is to add a description. The cool thing about this is that you can add whatever you like, basically. So in this text box, you can add like pre-formatted text. You can make it bold. You can add an image if you want. like anything that you want to add, you can add it here. So it's a full featured rich text editor, just like Microsoft Word and just like other text editors. So you can make this look really, really pretty as much as you want, right? Just to save time, I'm not going to go through like all of those processes of adding everything. I'm just going to go to like my blog posts and just copy it. So this could be you copying something from this could be you copying something from like Microsoft Word that you've already created, right? So in my case, all I'm doing is I copied a text from somewhere and I'm pasting it there, right? So notice that all of the formatting of those tests, it maintains the formatting of it. And then the next thing I want to do is to save this. So I save that, and then I'll go back to my projects. So going back to the project, you see that the new project that I created has been added to my project list. So just give it some time and it's gonna deploy these changes, and then we can see the new project that we added. But again, just to get confirmation from everyone, have you been able to add this project? Raise your hand to add a comment. And like I said before, this project can be anything. It could be like a research project. It could be a website that you worked on. It could be a product that you offer as a business. It could be anything. Okay, so for the people that I've not added, can you let me know like where you're stuck? Okay, so we have our projects added. Next thing we want to do is to add a new blog post, right? For those that are like bloggers, you want to like have a blog post, but maybe WordPress is not free. You have to pay for WordPress to get lots of features. This is a good alternative for you and it's all free. And yeah, you have the ability to add a domain name, a domain name for free. So all you have to do is like pay maybe $5 or $10 for a year for your domain name. You don't have to pay for hosting. You don't have to like use those other providers that ask you to pay for website hosting. You are hosting it for free on GitHub, right? So that's the value of having something like this. So just to confirm, we're going to go back to the web page, right? So let's go back to our web page. And then what we want to do is to refresh. So let's refresh this and see if the new post that we added is there. So notice that is there. This is what I added, and the title was Started by Africa Hacks. We have the website, we have the categories, the website, Africa, app, and design, right? So more confirmation, raise your hands if you've been able to do this. You have your new projects on your website. Comments or like raise your hands just so I'll know that we're on the right track. Okay, more confirmations, please. Okay, so let's preview what we did. Click on what you had, and yeah, so these are the content I added. So this is a title, and this is the full stuff I added. Just imagine if you're a researcher and you want to showcase your work, you can easily do it with this, and it will be publicly available. If someone asks for the work you've done, all you need to do is to share like this page with them or share your website with them, and they can see the kind of research you've done. They can see like the category, right? These categories could be anything. It could be like, if there are multiple categories you can have, it could be anything, right? So having a more granular focus and categories for everything you've done, I think that's super cool. And also it also shows the year that this was created. So I think that's like something that is very useful for a lot of use cases. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is to add a blog post, right? So I'll go back to the admin, and then on the left, the second option is the journal option. So I'll click on that. And just to confirm, who is on this page, who is following up to this point, just like raise your hands, add a comment. So more confirmations, please. Just so I know everyone is following. So how's everyone feeling about the process? Like, let me know in the comment section. Is this too fast? Is it too slow? Like, add a comment so I'll know how to make changes. So more comments, please. Okay. Okay, a little too fast. I'm gonna like slow it down a little bit going forward. So the next thing we want to do is to create a new blog post. So basically we want to blog, we want to add a new blog post. We already have some pre-existing ones here, right? So some templates are already there. So let's just switch back to our website to look at how the blog posts are. So I'm going to switch back to the second tab and I'll click on the journal, right? So I'll click on this blog post item there and notice that it shows the author, it shows the date, and it gives you an estimate of how much time this blog post would take to read, right? You can add images, like I said before, and all of those other things. So switching back to the admin, let's add a new blog post. So click on create new, and then it's going to ask you to create a new journal. So we do that, and you add the title of your blog post. So how to build a website without code, hashtag no code, right? So that's the title of my blog post. And this excerpt is just like a summary of what this post is about, right? So we add the date, and then the author of this post, we can change it. But for now, let's leave it as this. I'm going to show you how to change it in a bit. And then you can type whatever you want, right? Introduction. Top reasons to steps. Okay, so we have these sections. We can change it to like a bigger font, right? Because those are sections. And this is just like the regular way to format this. I believe all of you know how to do this. And then we're going to add a new image, right? So I'm going to upload a new one. I'll just upload the stock that we're having. So it adds the image there for me, right? And then I can add like an intro. So add an intro, add the steps. So step 1, reason 1, reason 2, reason 3. Okay, so we have this, right? Next thing we want to do is to add an excerpt. That's like just a short summary. So building a and then once we've done that, we're going to save. Okay, just to confirm, how many people have been able to do this? Like add a new blog post to your site? Just raise your hands, please. Add some comments. Let me know how you're feeling in the comment section. So more confirmations, please. Like raise your hands, please, if you've been able to do this. Okay, amazing. So we have this now. So again, we've been able to change the configuration of our website. We've been able to add new projects to our website. We've been able to add new blog posts to our website, right? So we've done that. The next thing we want to do is just refresh the page. Let's see if our new blog post is deployed. So let's go back to the home page, and then we're going to refresh. So let's refresh, and then we click on the journal. It's not deployed yet, So let's give it some time. It's going to be deployed. But for now, we're going to go back to the admin and try to find how we're going to try to find how we want to like change the authors. Recall that currently we have just one author, and that's not the person that we want, right? So we're going to go to settings. I've not done this before, so I want to try to figure it out. So go to settings, go to collaborators and team, and sidebar. So I'm just trying to figure this out just with everyone. So okay, so let me click on journal, and then I'm looking for how we're going to change the author to ourselves. Writers and team. So I'll just try to add if that works, and then add collaborator. Okay, so I added one, but let me just see if it works. So switch back to that. And refresh this. And then log in again. So this is just me just trying to set up this. Okay, I see it now. Okay, so when you're in the admin, what you want to do is on that side, click on front matter, click on that, and then click on the author, and let me see. So it looks like that's not it. Project. So I'm just trying to figure this together with everyone. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I think I'll have to send this later. I'll have to figure it out offline. But for now, we have we have a new blog post, right, that we added. We're going to go back to like our website. So go back to the home page and let's refresh the page. Just to confirm, how many people have been able to get to this point now? Like raise your hands or add a comment. Awesome. Let's click on journal. And if you see your new blog post, can you add like a comment, please? Add a comment if you see your new blog post, or raise your hand if you see your new blog post, the blog post that you just added. Okay, so more confirmations, please, or comments, just so I'll know we're all following. Okay, so I'm going to open that and notice that like it shows up exactly how I did it. This author, I'm going to figure out how to change it, and I'll probably send an email to everyone to, and we're going to add it to the comment section too, to the like description on YouTube, just to like ensure that we have the right change. Okay, so we all have our websites, right? So again, we're able to add new projects, we're able to add new blog posts, we're able to customize our sites by entering like the title, the subtitle, the hero title, and then the copyright text. And then if we go back to settings, okay, so if we go back to settings, okay, so we have all our stuff here. And I think that's everything I wanted to share for today. So if you have any questions, you can ask the question on the chat, and then I'll figure out the other stuff later and send it. So please let me know if you have questions, but raise your hand if you've been able to like get to the point where you have your website working.
Yes, and also please make sure you follow us on Twitter. I have dropped the Twitter handles. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. I mean, we have 83 participants. Like Uchi did an amazing job. Twitter or Instagram. Uchi did an amazing job. So let's make sure that people know that Uchi has done a great job and they are missing out. So we will be picking out someone. I will let Uchi decide what that person is going to receive. We'll be picking today, Africa House will be picking one lucky followers. Maybe it will be a 30-minute call, or it can be amount of money for your data, or it can be some money towards your building your website. Please follow us, and Uchi will share with you what will be the price. Thank you very much, and please, we're still here. So Uchi will be taking some question. I think I'm just taking a quick break for Uchi to catch his breath, because he has been talking nonstop for the past hours. And I think he also, maybe he will take this time to go through the question that was asked and see how we can go back and help everyone out. I think today, this is not the first time that we are holding an event like this. Last time, Uchi walked us through WordPress, and I think that today he really wanted to do something that is different, because WordPress would have been very easy, but he wanted you to know how to be a no-coder. Basically, a no-coder is very trending, and it's something around how can you build a website without knowing coding. So Uchi has done that today in providing you different platform that's going to allow you to build your beautiful website without being a coder or anything like that. So please, let's give a round of applause to Uchi Uchibeke. Follow us on social media, and let's share the word that Uchi is an awesome teacher, like Oluwase said on the comment. Thanks for him. And yes, Uchi, back to you. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to share again the Instagram, the Twitter handle.
Okay, yeah. So let's do this. We're going to set up the domain now. I'll show you how to do it. For those of us that have domains already, we can probably follow along and actually have like your first name or last name.com or your business name.com. But if you don't have a domain, don't worry. I'll just kind of walk you through like how to get it done. Because I think, yeah, like someone mentioned, like you pay a lot of money to get all of this stuff done. But like when you think about it, or when I think about it as someone that's done like multiple websites on multiple platforms, it's actually very like something super easy. And every day it gets easier to get online, add a blog post, add your website, customize things. So this is just one way of doing it. There are lots of ways of doing it. And I'm always excited to chat about this stuff. So going back to like adding your custom domain, I think this is the interesting part, right? So you want your website to be like uchibeke.com or uchisbusiness.com or whatever. So let's see how we can do it. So how you do that is you click on your domain settings. Again, this is on your site's overview page, right? So you click on domain settings. And then the next thing you want to do is to add a custom domain, right? And how you do that is you click on add custom domain. And in my case, I am actually going to add test.uchibeke.com. So I already have uchibeke.com. This domain is already registered to me, but I have it somewhere else, right? It's leading to somewhere else. So I'm going to use a subdomain to host my new site instead, right? But for you, if this is your like main site, you can all you need to do is have this like your domain.com. But for me, I'm going to have test.uchibeke.com. And then the next thing no, it doesn't have to be .com. It could be anything, right? So it could be, yeah, any domain, any domain provider works for this, right? So it could be any domain that you have, you can use it for this. So the next thing you want to do is to click verify. So you need to verify that you actually own this domain, because we don't want people registering domains that is not theirs. So click on verify. Once you click on that, it says, oh, Uchibeke already has an owner. Is this you? So I think just to make this interesting, I'm going to add something else, because I think I already set up this domain on Netlify. So just give me a moment. I'll just log into where I have my domains so I find a new one. Okay, so just and I'll log in to my Cloudflare, and I'll pick a domain that I'm not using.
While you do that, please make sure you're following us on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you very much.
So if I'm using all of those, I'll find a different one. So like if you're fast, you can actually get a domain now from like Namecheap and have this set up. But anyway, so this is the process of getting your domain. You can buy your domain from Namecheap, and it's around $10 if you want. So I have two-factor authentication. So I have to kind of verify my account. And this code always changes every time. So okay, so I'll just pick any of these that I'm not using for anything. So I'll go back to my Netlify admin, right? So for most of you, this is what you do. You have a new domain that you just bought. And what you want to do is to verify that you own that domain, right? So it could be any domain. So click on verify. And it tells you that, yeah, someone already owns that domain and I own that domain. But I have to verify that that domain is mine. So I click on add domain, and then it tells me that I have to verify. We could not provision less encrypt. So it tells you that you should verify your DNS. So it tells you that, so I'm going to edit my DNS actually. So I've not done this before, so I'm just doing it on the fly. So set up that. Verify. Okay, so add. So you click continue. So when you do that, next thing you want to do is you have to update your records from your domain name provider. So in my case, all I need to do is go back to Namecheap I click on manage for that particular domain. And I already have some stuff set up here. So all I need to do is change this Namecheap DNS to custom DNS, right? So they gave me 4 options here, right? There are 4 options here. So I just have to copy each of these DNS settings, put this there, switch back to this, put this there, switch back. I know this is hard to follow, but you can always watch this later and know how to do it. Okay, so I've done that and I'll just save. So it's going to take some time to save. It might take a while to configure like all of the changes. So my site is now moved to, it's now going to be hosted on this, but let me just click on done. So I'll click on done and it might take a while. So it's going to take a while for this stuff to be verified. I'll refresh it. So just refresh your page after you've done that. And then it tells you that it's verifying. But let's give it a while. Just try to visit that. So it's still on the previous provider. That's because it takes a while for your domain to be configured. But let's just refresh again. Maybe in the next few minutes, it should be done. Anyway, so this is all you need to do, but you can ask questions on the live stream on YouTube. I'm going to check that out in the next few days and answer any questions, but this is what you need to do to set up your domain. And you're hosting your site for free, right? You're not paying for the hosting. All you need to do is just buy your domain. I know that lots of people pay a lot of money for this stuff, and it's actually things that you have the ability of doing, right? You have the ability of managing your site yourself. You have the ability of hosting your site yourself, and all of those things. Well, let me just try this one more time and see if it works. So it's still kind of on the previous name server. It hasn't migrated yet. So it's going to take like a few hours, or even sometimes it takes a day for it to be done. Yeah, so it's still on Namecheap. Well, let's give it some more time. I believe Christine will share the link to the live stream, and everything should work from there. But if you're stuck with question about like setting up the name server, adding new blog posts, adding new projects, or like getting started guide, rewatch the video, and then you can ask questions in the comment section of the live stream. So that'll be all from me. And yeah, so if I'll pass it on now to Dr. Adi to conclude. Or to Christine. So Christine is going to conclude this session. So I'll just pass it on to Christine.
Wow, 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 wow. What an amazing and fantastic session. Can I have in the comments your excitement, your feedbacks, like how amazing was this session? Like we are so grateful for you, Uchi. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us. As everybody know, if maybe you don't know, but Uchi is actually a blockchain developer. So he just knows so many things, right? So today he just wanted to share some other stuff that he knows, and we're so happy that he was able to share with us today his knowledge on how to build a website without without any knowledge on coding. So for us, because we are, before you leave, you know, we're doing this thing completely free. And for us, the way for us to know that what we're doing is touching people and people are having fun, we need to see our number of followers increase. This is our success factor. After each event, STEM Hub Foundation and Africa has sat down and we see how many followers we gained for this event. That is actually telling us that our session transformed the lives of many. So please, please, please make sure you're following us on social media, STEM Hub Foundation and Africa Hacks. That's all we need. That's all we ask. Because, you know, without this, we won't be able to track the success of this event. And I think Uchi has a survey or something, or I don't know if the survey is available today, but this is the only way for us to know that this event touches you. So we know there was 100 people today. We need to have at least 100 people following us back, right? So again, on behalf of STEM Hub Foundation Africa Hacks, we thank you enough. We thank you so much for the time you shared with us this morning. We hope this session was able to, you know, help you studying that research documents, research website, starting that, you know, resume, or I don't know what exactly you're doing, but thank you so much for sharing your time with us. Please go on our Twitter. Uchi is going to be there. This is the surprise. So for all the followers that are following us right now, please head into our Twitter. Uchi is going to be there for the next 30 minutes and he can reply to you directly if you need any further information. That's the surprise that we are keeping. Uchi is going to be on Twitter. You will be answering from Africa Hacks Twitter web. So if you have any questions, just please tag us. Thank you, Aluasei, for your great feedback. If you have any question, please, let's head into Twitter and then either Twitter or our stream. This will be streamed as well. So on behalf of STEM Hub Foundation, Africa Hacks, we thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the link where you will see the stream. And again, thank you so much for everything. So please head into our Twitter for the after session and Uchi will be answering any question or anything or guide you in any other ways. So yes, that's about it, you know. Thank you everyone. And for the 64 people, I hope the 64 people that are here are now looking for our Twitter and they're trying to add us on Twitter, right? So please, please make sure you add us on Twitter for STEM Hub and Africa Hacks. Make sure you add both of us on STEM Hub and Africa Hacks. And then, and Instagram is the same link to Africa Hacks. So it will be Instagram/Africa Hacks and /STEM Hub. It's the same handle. And you know, Africa Hacks, we are organizing, if you are in Nigeria, Africa Hacks is organizing a competition. I don't know if Uchi wants to talk about it, but we're organizing a competition, a tech competition. So what you learn today, it can actually help you to present your project for our hackathon. The hackathon is scheduled in October. Uchi, please remind us the date in October.
Yeah, for sure. So we're having
You're
Niger
on
Hacks.
mute.
So can you hear me now?
Yes.
So we have Niger Hacks 2020 coming up in October. So it's nigerhacks.com. You can apply. You don't have to be a software developer to apply. We have a beginner category for those that are not software engineers. And we have 1 million Naira in prizes to be won and 1 million Naira in cash to be won. So check out the
100 million Naira to be won in prizes and 1 million Naira to be won in cash.
Yeah, that's correct. So check it out. We'll be doing Niger Hacks for like 3 years and it's been really successful. We've had startups come out of Niger Hacks. So if you're looking to like validate your business idea and you want to transform it to a startup, Niger Hacks is a place that you should be. And it's very exciting. I'm really like passionate about it. And like the team has done a very good job in ensuring that the experience is inclusive for everyone. So that'll be all from us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And again, I'm sharing again the social media. Yes, I'm annoying, but please follow us. And I'm going to stay here until everyone has followed us joking. Well, thank you everyone for everything. And again, we will see each other next week. And I think next week, Uchi, the session is product development. So as
Yeah,
you
products.
develop, excuse me?
Yeah, that's correct. Products.
Exactly. So next week is going to be product development. So consider product development like your website. So today you build your website or your project or whatever it is. Next week, we're going to show you how to build momentum, how to build excitement for people to come and use your product, whether it's a website or it's a project or a product that you have. Next week, we're tackling product development. And it's the reason why we teach you today how to build a website, how to build a project. So that next week, you're ready for the big menu. So again, on behalf of Africa Hacks and STEM Health Foundation, we thank you. Thank you for your time and have an amazing Saturday. Goodbye. And make sure you follow us. Bye-bye.